That's the Force 13's regional AU channel for Tuesday, the 22nd of November 2022. Severe weather, gale force winds, heat warning, flood warning, and the Bureau of Meteorology has in place severe weather warnings. And we start off with Victoria. Damaging winds ongoing. For the rest, South Gippsland, Central, East Gippsland forecast districts. Damaging winds with gusts to 100 km an hour remain possible near the coast until late this afternoon, and mainly associated with shower activity. Locations which may be affected include Wonthaggi and Tidal Creek. The severe weather warning for the Northeast District has been cancelled. Wind gusts of 120 km an hour recorded at the Wilson's Promontory about 20 to 3 this morning. Another trough crossing the south of Victoria during today, maintaining a vigorous west to southwesterly airstream. Winds will gradually moderate during tonight. And it's for damaging winds. For the rest, South Gippsland, the Central and East Gippsland forecast areas. There's also a gale warning for the Central Coast, Central Gippsland Coast, East Gippsland Coast. So once again, Port Phillip Bay, the Western Port, Gippsland Lakes and West Coast under a strong wind warning. New South Wales doesn't escape the severe weather, and for the Snowy Mountains, the South Coast, the ACT and the Southwest Slopes. Windy conditions continue over the elevated parts of the southeast. Vigorous westerly winds in the southeast have eased overnight, but the risk of damaging wind gusts over elevated parts of the warning area will return this afternoon for another round. Damaging wind gusts in excess of 90 km an hour possible in the warning area overnight. Damaging winds averaging 80 to 90 km an hour possible over the Alpine areas above the 1900 metre mark today. Winds expected to ease during tonight. Blizzard conditions may redevelop in the Alpine areas above 1500 metres. Severe weather no longer occurring in the central tablelands, southern tableland districts, and the areas under the warning: Cooma, Bombala, Selwyn, Bredbow, Adaminaby and Nibitable. And apologies for pronunciations. Wind gusts 104, Cabra Moa 104, also at Nowa, also at Monanex Point 102, at Kiama and 102 at Fredbow. Tasmania is also being hit by severe weather. The Bureau has reissued a warning. The Upper Derwent Valley, the southeast and central plateau, parts of the western northwest coast, the central north Midlands forecast districts. It's also for damaging winds. Vigorous west to southwesterly airstream will intensify further with the passage of another trough across Tasmania during today. Averaging west to southwesterly winds averaging 50 to 70 kilometres an hour with peak gusts up to 110 kilometres an hour expected from late this morning, and mainly over the elevated areas, and should weaken Wednesday morning. Oaklands, New Norfolk, both well, Geveston, Dover and Huonville currently under the warning. There's also a marine wind warning current and a gale warning for much of the coast, and a strong wind warning for the Durham Estuary, Central Plateau Lakes and Upper East Coast. And who would think that the high altitude areas would be hit with snow? Now we have a look at the winds at the 850 millibars level from 10 a.m. through to 10 a.m. tomorrow. Victoria set for heavy winds, thunderstorms. Victoria set for another day of wild weather with warnings for damaging winds up to 110 kilometres an hour and the possibility of thunderstorms, hailstones or hailstorms, and heavy rain lashed Victoria overnight, with the state bracing for more wild weather. And that was a headline from yesterday. We will continue to bring the latest information on the local weather scene. We're also keeping a close eye on the tropical scene. Next, the precipitation and pressure from 10 a.m. through to 2200 hours tomorrow. Each of these images are free hourly, and the information is at the bottom of the screen. But the pressure is in the black boxes. Now we have a look at the latest instability from 10 a.m. through to 2200 hours tomorrow, Wednesday. Current capital city temperatures at the time of doing this update: 19.6 in Sydney, 15.2 Melbourne, 26.6 in Brisbane, just under 24 Perth, 15.3 Adelaide, 16.5 Hobart, 13.7 down there in Canberra, and 30.2 Darwin. Shower 2 possible storm for Darwin, sunny for Canberra, becoming windy, partly cloudy also for Hobart, cloudy Adelaide, partly cloudy for Perth, sunny Brisbane, although there's a bit of cloud. Cloudy also for Melbourne, sunny for Sydney, and no rain has been recorded in any of the capital city temperatures. Now the Bureau's 12-hourly rainfall outlook. Rainfall scale, right hand side of the screen. And on the screen is a view of another webcam. I think this is New South Wales now, the Bureau's total forecast of rain. Yet more heavy rain, late spring snow. Residents in the mountain districts of southeastern Australia and Tasmania could be forgiven for asking that question after yet another cold front swept through the region overnight, delivering up to 20 centimetres of snow, and it's still snowing today to quite low levels. This is the 6th Australian snowfall event of note in October and November. And I'll have more to say either via a live streaming event or a video update.